Chocolate milk. It's hard to believe that those two simple words are standalone in our great sport. Okay, so what do we know about chocolate milk? Why is it relevant in the sport of swimming? Is it a fad? Is it simply cool and tastes great so we like it? Or is there some real physiological value behind one of the greatest beverages known to mankind? Let's take a closer look. We know that following an intense swim practice, we drive down our muscle glycogen stores. And we know that capacity of stored glycogen is limited to about 2 hours worth of work. Therefore, if we do not replace or fully recover our glycogen stores at an adequate rate, in theory we will have a successive decline in storage and ultimately a failure in our ability to train or perform. Well, back in the 80s, research showed that ingestion of a high concentration of carbohydrate accelerated the rate of return of glycogen stores if ingested during the first 2 hours following exercise. This acceleration was also seen during the subsequent 2 hours. This was followed up in the early 90s with research on a combination of carbohydrate versus protein versus a carbohydrate-protein mixture. And the results indicated that the carbohydrate-protein mixture produced even faster recovery of the glycogen stores. So over the next decade, high concentrations of carbohydrate along with protein supplementation became commonplace in an effort to accelerate recovery. Ultimately, the theory became that a combination of carbohydrate and protein, typically at a ratio of 4:1, was the quickest and most efficient way to approach recovery. Fast forward to 2006 and our swimming friends at Indiana University. As it was told to me one day while they were sitting around in a lab meeting discussing the role of various proteins and combinations to enhance recovery, one of the participants remarked that the chocolate milk they were drinking contained the same ratio of carbohydrate protein as being recommended in the expensive supplemental recovery drinks. Therefore, it should work, right? Well, they tested it, and yes, simply using a commercially available chocolate milk drink worked in accelerating recovery. Since then, chocolate milk has been studied extensively in various forms and for the most part with success. Now, in fairness to all the research, there have been reports that indicate that chocolate milk is not any more effective than regular carbohydrate ingestion. In actuality, the research is pretty split on whether or not protein in general is truly beneficial. And it should be noted that adding protein to a carbohydrate beverage will not improve performance. So please do not make the mistake of ingesting protein during competition or practice. Its perceived benefits are in post-swimming recovery. So, is chocolate milk beneficial as a post-swimming workout recovery drink? There is plenty of research in support of chocolate milk, along with some not so favorable. However, with regard to recovery, chocolate milk has not been shown to be detrimental, simply not any more advantageous. Therefore, I suggest drink up. Do so as close to the completion of swimming practice as you can, and I'll always remember to eat healthy, well-balanced meals.